weekends at RAF Weeton, and Saturdays drinking in Blackpool. The last beer, the last bus, and the last minute rush, and the hour that we had to be back for. The bus was an old one, went straight to the guard room. We got back despite all adversity, with a bump and a rumble, and out we would tumble, but none of us really the worse for it. Then an old Norton prototype van, conjoined motorbike, opened its oven doors wide. How good fortune favoured all those who would savour hot wallage on a cold winter's night. Steaming hot pies of such size and delight that it seemed like it happened last week to me. But there must be hundreds of men still around who remember the Pieman of RAF Weeton. Yes, there must be hundreds of men still around who remember the Pieman of RAF Weeton. Now the smell of hot pastry gets straight in your face, mate. Never forget over long years. And the heat from that fire as you try to walk by it when you've been out drinking those strong beers. What's it to be, steak and kidney or meat and potato? One bite, are you joking? Rich salty gravy and chunks of crust pastry that stick to your face and your clothing. Slow cooked on low heat, so illicit, so sweet. Did that man know the pleasure he gave us? Well, that's how it was then, and for so many men, and the memories persist and remain such. There were times we stashed bags in the low undercarriages, brandy went under the seating, but there must be hundreds of men still around who remember the Pieman of RAF Weeton. Yes, there must be hundreds of men still around who remember the Pieman of RAF Weeton. Now, picture skies filled with aircraft and grass blown with downdraft, and pilots who knew how to move it. Complaints from the locals, low-flying jokers, I still have the photos to prove it. There was sleeping with naffy girls, sneak round the back before orderly sergeant could find us. Oh, that toughened old chief gave us no end of grief, but he left us stronger and wiser. There were film stars and singers and sports trophy winners, they gilded the days of our boyhood. There were bad things, I know, that I wouldn't gloss over. Believe me, it's all about loyalty. Like that terrible day when a safety catch failed and a whole crew were told be discreet then. But there must be hundreds of men still around who remember the Pieman of RAF Weeton. Yes, there must be hundreds of men still around who remember the Pieman of RAF Weeton. Well, the entrance is gated, it's now automated, and buses and bikes can't get near there. All the old pubs have closed, crews don't grow out in droves, there's no smoking and no drinking beer there. The menu is monitored, steak pies aren't on it, there's coffee and crisps in machines. When the bathwater drains, did they notice the baby? Well, now all that's left is our dreams. When you see old stuff change, you feel alien and strange, and you long for how things used to be then. But there must be hundreds of men still around who remember the Pieman of RAF Weeton. Yes, there must be hundreds of men still around who remember the Pieman of RAF Weeton.
I haven't turned it off.
Great.